I think being a dad is demanding. I think inile pata mombi yangi pia wase wa internet. So wacha tu niwaambie kweli kupata mtoi ni job, like kupata mtoi ni crazy. Mtu alitolewa nilikuwa nimechanganyikiwa. I was so confused. Alafu I told Doc I'll cut the cord. So akatoka na hiyo cord. Me I thought nakata na makasi, nakata na wembe, you know? So you slice, okay. You hold the boy. He's screaming. Hey, he was so he was loud.
Saseni manze nimewa hata, oh my god, manze nimewa miss, like ni serious, manze nimewa hata because I've been away. I think last week we were not in studio. We did a vlog. So today I am back in studio. I am so excited, guys. And I'm more excited because I'm here with a guest. I don't know if you know Sunday is Father's Day. So Sunday is Father's Day. So today I have a father in studio. I am so happy Joe ni father. I like namuadmayanga the way he's raising his son. The content he's creating, whatever he's doing online, I love whatever he does. So karibu sana Ben.
Wow, Sele, it's an honor. Thanks for having me.
Mini fan. By the mini fan.
Thanks. Unajua Nicole for Father's Day nikajiuliza. Wow, takuna content enough for Sele. Unajua you have a bigger audience. I'm like, wow, send our board and toka hapo sijaje. But I'm really honored to be here.
Thank you for coming. Alafu nikaona wewe ni timekeeper. Manze, thank you.
Lazima ningekeep. Hata wife ndo alinichelewesha kiasi. Ningekuwa hapa 10 minutes earlier. I'm very drop huku chini tukapata
jam. I'm sure wife unafanya ukafika mapema. Kama si amekuprepare.
I mean, but like today, I was planning everything around this shoot. We have another shoot. Nikamwambia has to go in the afternoon. Mom wanted to meet me today. Nikamwambia we have to meet in the evening.
Thank you.
Lazima to show up.
Aki, thank you so much.
Thank
By
you.
the way, I love what you do. You and Wanjiro. Napenda sana. Like, unajua space yetu ni tricky.
Yeah, sana.
The space we are in.
It's
so
crazy.
even working with your spouse, working with your family.
Yeah.
Nika neema ya Mungu.
Yeah.
Inasaidia.
Ni grace ya God, and I think sasa like sisemi juu umesema, but you guys really inspire us a lot, because the way you guys carry yourselves venye hata
that is what I'm telling you.
In fact hata debate yetu ya kama tuoneshe mtoi iko highly a part of it niko like Kinanjugusho wameidu vipoa, you know, because it's a nice balance.
Grace,
but thanks for having me.
Grace ya God. But thanks for coming. Niko na a few questions and happy Father's Day in advance. Before even your family tells you, even your mimi nishakwambia.
Still sinking in like ni fathers like.
Is it your first time to be Father's
Yeah.
First? No, this is your first Father's Day.
Last year mtoyo alikuwa bado kwa womb, so you see father.
Oh, like Cyco.
Say this is the first Father's Day. So bado Johnny hit bado that it's Father's Day, and I don't know, I'm supposed to feel special, you know.
But do you feel special?
Bado just saying. Maybe it doesn't on Sunday. Najua if umepanga kitu, of course inakonga season poa sana ya kumextort. Kumwambia by the way nadai.
Leo ni Father's Day.
Yeah.
Unasikiaje watu wakikuita Baba T?
Baba T. Wow, I'm still getting used to it. I think it's a badge of honor. Inafanya iko na uzee fulani. Hiyo jina baba somebody. It's a badge of honor, and I think it's a humbling experience, but it's also a scary experience because, you know, sasa ukiwa baba, you're the foundation of that house, and it means that mtoi ata grow up akikuangalia. There's sometimes muangalia najiuliza, like when you hata sai huwezi fanya kitu ufala sana kwa sababu you don't want to disappoint him, you don't want to be an embarrassment to him. So I think it's a badge of honor, inakam na responsibilities. I'm happy bado inaendelea kusima in my system.
Okay, but so far mimi from where I sit, sijafika kwako, sija interact nawe sana, but from where I sit, you're doing a good job.
Thank you. I think being a dad is demanding. I think inile pata mombi yangi pia wase wa internet. So wacha tu niwaambie kweli kupata mtoi ni job, like kupata mtoi ni crazy. Kale niliamsha 4 because he's been having a cough. I think this is his first time to get a cough. So anakohoa like a lot at night, you know. And when he wakes you up, sometimes unashindwa kurudi kulala. Alafu yana blackout. tu vizuri hapo like a king, you know.
Nawe lazima uende job.
Nawe, yeah, but si ukuwa a bit flexible, but still like the fact that alikuwa mshafo, you know, it's a lot of work, but it's really cute, but it's a lot of work. Let me just repeat it again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
So let me so what went into your mind the first time you held your son? It's a son, right?
Yeah, it's
so
a boy.
So the first time you held him.
When did I hold him first time? It was in theater. Me had the guts to go in theater. By the way, I was in theater. By the time he was cut, alitolewa hivi na doc nikapewa.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Na nakumbuka doc akijaribu kunibrief, unajua wanaume huku faint. Alafu he told me to go watch videos men in theater. And then a lot of men faint, you know, because the blood.
That is it.
It's such a messy affair, you know.
Uliangalia blood.
Yeah, mi nilikuwa ready.
Imagine mi hata kwa barabara kukiwa na accident, alafu maybe we are among the first ones.
Yeah.
Nipite nene blood, naweza throw up kwa gari yangu.
Oh, really?
Like blood. Kwanza a lot of blood.
I think I'm weird. Because mi nilikuwa wale, wow. Na hiyo kichwa imegongwa.
Really?
Na sawa, unakaa vampire. But mi sinanga shida na like blood any affecting that much.
Why did I look? Hiyo image kabla itoke kwa kichwa yangu.
Yeah, that's my wife. Oh my God. It's more, for her it's crazy. So mi nilikuwa theater. And that night I remember I checked my wife in hospital. Mi nikaenda home. But now because it was ile planned CS inaitangwaje? Elective CS. Yeah. So it was for 8 a.m. Mi nikaenda home, nikadoze that day.
Wanjiro.
Yeah.
Hapo na support sana. Elective, okay, I'm not telling women to do it, but I also did it, so I'm happy. Like, na relate to the choice.
Minili, like, because you don't have the panic of tuyana kamsai, ama anakupata off guard, you know. So mi nilienda home, nikadoze. The next day I was up by 4. By 6 I was in hospital. Tukaanza kuprepare kuingia theater. It's a process, you know, unavalisha hizo the green gowns, and then they slice her. Of course you can't see that side because there's a big, I think there was like something big here. So tuko mimi, Wanjiro na ule daktari wa anesthesia. Yo jina anesthesia wangu kusema vizuri.
He's on an anesthetist. Yeah.
Okay, hata sisi nimeibucha.
Mefanya tekapotea. Yeah, but huyo
So they cut open. I also didn't know that it's a process. I thought when the ukikatwa unainua tu mtoto hivi. No, sometimes they have to push. And when they started pushing, I was like, oh boy, what's happening?
Like you can see.
Yes, I can see what doc is doing.
So unakumbuka hizi vitu zote? Like unakumbuka
nakumbuka. Alafu nilikuwa nimejipangani na memory verse. Unajua venye nita speak life into this boy. Mtu alitolewa nilikuwa nimechanganyikiwa. I was so confused. Alafu you know I told doc I'll cut the cord. So akatoka na hiyo cord. Me I thought nakata na makasi, nakata na wembe, you know. So you slice. Okay. You hold the boy. He's screaming. He was so he was loud. He was so loud. So I was so confused on what to do. So doc is the one that alikuwa ni guide. Okay, maybe give me your phone. At least you take the pictures, fast pictures. No, not for posting, just to have them in your gallery. Alafu pia mteyuka weird akitoka kwa womb. Kwa white. Kama fura uso.
I think now yours is better because when you are wingiangi kama wetu wako kwa corridor wametense.
Sasa mimi siwezi. I'd rather nikuwe hapo nione.
Anaona ina take long, but wewe unajua unaona why it's taking long, you can see what's happening. Yeye ako nje anaona waliniambia 40 minutes.
Mimi nikikuwa nje. Niko nje kwa drip. Niko tu hivi basi iko like imepitishana 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Over, you know?
So 40 minutes.
I'd panic a lot. So I remember when now walking out with the baby outside. So the first time I held him was in theater. Yeah, and then sasa nikienda naye kwa nursery when mother alikuwa anastitch.
Wakampanguza.
Yeah, walimpanguza vipua.
So your white utoka tu immediately.
Si yote, hawakuitoa yote. I think alibaki na zingine. I think it's supposed to remain or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So is fatherhood what you expected so far?
I thought it was gonna be a bit easier.
What surprised you the most?
The fact that pia mimi niko so hands on. Mimi nilikuwa dhani like takuwa mostly madhake kakilia tu unapatia mama yake. Sorry. But then also you realize that pia the mom pia needs to heal. The mom is also getting tired. I used to assume babies sleep through the night. Babies sleep for like 2 hours. They wake up. You have to wake up with them. Hey, the work was a lot, man. Hey, your job ni mi sijaifanya kitu so time consuming and so demanding, but it's so fulfilling.
Yeah, that's true. And the fact that siwezi pewa na nipee mtu mwingine.
Yeah.
Like, this is mine.
Imagine.
So if the mom gives him to me, mi sina mtu mwingine.
Yeah.
So it is me and me and me.
And that's a big responsibility.
It is.
So you have to figure out things, but kitu nililearn during that season was watu hii pia ni wa God. Mi nilikuwa na OCD mob. Like nilikuwa naharakisha watu hata hiyo day ungekaa kumuona kama umevaa perfume. Hey, hiyo ni Chanel, hiyo jacket yetu huko tafadhali. Nilitesa watu.
Ninyi mlikuwa mnaoshwa seo mikono, mtu akikuja unaoshwa na soap.
Mimi hata haukuwa tu unaoshwa tu na soap. Like I bought a specific antiseptic. Yeah, unaosha na hiyo na nikisikia umesneeze twice.
Rudy.
Kunaweza kuwa na ambulance on standby. But there was such a bother.
But you see, you're telling me it's the first time he's getting a cough. So it
9
has
months
helped.
later, yeah.
Sisi tulipata cough na 2 months.
So I had, like, even my friend was telling me that by week 2 mtoto wao alikuwa msick.
So you see it has
Homa.
helped.
Mi
Maybe
nilikuwa
utafeel ilikuwa mbaya, but imagine
Mi
unapata
nilikuwa
cough na
mtiaji.
9 months.
Mi nilikuwa mtiaji mbaya. I was even strict even on the mom herself. You know?
Well, sasa hivi wenye tunagonjeka mapema hatufanyi kitu, but I think it helped in some way, because why come in na perfume na nini, afu pia kuna guest ajui, so pia ni poa kumwambia.
Yeah, even flowers, but also pia hosi yenye tulikuwa wakubalishi pia flowers kwa nini. Unajua people mean well, they're nice. So they want to do a big bouquet, but the pollen is already not good. So it was until the baby got the vaccines ndio nikaanza feel comfortable for like just other people holding him.
So what can you tell, has becoming a dad affected you as a man, changed you as a man, ama as a dad, husband, career wise?
So let's start as a man. It has, because I need to be a role model to this little one. I feel like I have a bigger purpose in life, you know?
That's true.
There are things that maybe I wanted, maybe there are dreams you had that you thought were more important. But at this point, when you get a baby, you're like, wow, this is everything, you know? So if you're out there, you just, even when it's in your hustle, you have to work like knowing that kuna mse ana depend on his hustle, you know? And so I think it has given me more grind and even more ability to sorry, I don't know why.
Sorry. Tasema ni yeye amekupatia mtoto usiku.
I hope ajanipea homa mazee.
Lazima tu itakushika.
Anaenda kupona in 2 days
alafu sauti tu mtu tunabebanga ile strong.
Usiseme kwa seleju kila
Ni
mtu
hiyo
aniambie
aki
hivyo.
zao zinakuanga week 1 ya opening day. Tunakujanga ikiwa
kambua
kakiwa
niambie
moto. Yes, inakujanga ikiwa moto. Nyumba yote shwa. Anaiokota anaileta.
Hata sasa alipata homa after anze kuhang out na watu wengine kwa
sasa yao inakujanga, the virus is very so usijali.
Inanisumbua kiasi.
Pole.
So where was
as
I?
a man, so
as a
when
man,
you're
yeah, so
doing
you have to
anything,
work you have to work harder, because now you know that you're expected uko nyumbani, but then also it makes you project your life more. Even venye nimeanza ku take care of my health ni kwa sababu I want when I'm 70 we can still do stuff with the boy, you know, like tuna do stuff, it's still fun. Our boy is also a bit heavy, like kalizaloka kiwa na kilo, hata sasa hivi wase wengine like church wanakonga like hey unaweza kabeba you know, like una notice tu mkono zake zimeenda lower kiasi. So for my boy, you have to be fit for you to carry him proper. And so that's as a man. As a husband, I now have to look at the mom also with a lot of care, knowing that mistreat ni mama ya ukijana, you know. So there's that element as a husband where you have to be more compassionate to your wife. We extend more grace. Maybe kuna vitu walikuwa nakasirishanga more before. So you have to take a step back and know that but they may take a hit, because pregnancy will take a hit on women in ways men will never understand. Genuinely, even me as a guy, bado, and as a husband, bado sijui the extent yenye imemu-affect, unaona venye inamchange hormonally, and you can see the way she's just trying to come back. So there's that element. The other one was what?
As a man, now your career.
As a career, I think get mtoi kuna respect flani you come for just the industry, even clients. Like say we wanna they treat you different. And I noticed that after the boy came, which is really nice and cute. But also as a career now, it just opens you up also now to this fatherhood side, which is also a big community and very a blessing as well to be there. Yeah.
Nimependa your husband part. Like now you're being more compassionate to your wife.
How was it for you? Did it change you guys?
It does, because you see for us, when you tu umesema pregnancy or safari, you see I was a girl, just a girl. Now,
just a baby girl.
just a girl. Like right now I have 2 kids. Mi bado sijai load.
Yeah.
Venye niko na 2 big boys.
Yeah.
So I want someone to extend your grace. Hapa hivi niko na kibarua. Like this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So sometimes nikibehave a certain way, sisemi ati I'm justified to behave a certain way, but sometimes at least extend some grace to this young girl who is now a mother of someone or somebody.
Yeah.
You're to extend grace.
But the thing was, not the beef, or rather later on what I told my wife is that, did you communicate that to your husband? Because I feel like, just sometimes men you assume that, umebeba ball, umeenda hosi, umetolewa mtoi, after 2 months you're back normal.
So to communicate nini?
No, like umwambie, by the way, you need to be a bit gentle with me during this. By this, it just seems obvious, but si ulishapona, simtoi alishakam. So
no, like I think, okay, there's communication, but pia we jiangalilie Ben. Huyu alikuwa tu dema, alikuwa anaamka, anaoga, tunaenda. Sai lazima acha yapanga iboma kabla ende kazi, lazima apange mtoto, lazima aulize nini atakula.
That's my wife
you
as
can
well.
see this is so much, but hata wewe kuwa tu zile za nikusaidia wapi, ama like on Sunday nilisikia timu akiambia watoto come here, all of you come here, akawa summon come here, so ameni hapo. Why does your mother always have to shout? Hata yeye anashindwa. Kwa nini mnamsumbua? Like anawaambia kitu mara 5, kwa nini? Because hii yetu.
And is it different? Because sasa watu wako kwa hiyo stage they need a little bit of shouting, eh? Is it different? A lot. And I was just trying to be moderate here, so that we don't sound crazy. Eh?
A lot of shouting.
But is it different when you shout at them to do something and when Timon shouts at them to do something?
Of course it is. Yeah, hata shout.
Yeah,
he'll call them, boys, it's time to feed the dogs. Once. Wabaki hapo kwa tablet. Boys, it is time to feed the dogs. Iyo sauti ya mwanaume, there's something it does. Honestly, that's why I think it's good for someone to have a father figure, male figure, like mimi, I can tell them for 6 times. Endeni mwekee mbo chakula. Endeni mwekee mbo chakula. Endeni mwekee.
Iyo chorus ni poa. Endeni mwekee mbo chakula. Ni ya Kikamba.
Okay.
Until the lion rose.
Until wambue hamski mama yenu. Then they act, then you're like, Aki, by the having you guys around, by the having fathers, ama the male figures, father figures, is a very good thing, like a key thing, me I can say personally. Because hata sazina amangani ongelele. Sazile sitaki kushout.
Support,
mwambie. Akisema tu.
Umeanza lobbying huku hivi nyuma.
Akisema tu. Inaenda. So is there a role you can say that your father played that you're now taking up now as a dad?
From my dad?
Yes.
My dad was very present. My dad was very, very present. My dad was very compassionate with us.
Was?
Like growing up. Still is. Actually, not was, still is. He's very compassionate.
He's
very compassionate with that. He's still very present. My dad ni wale wase, even when I did my first song, like he supported, he was there, he listened to it before he talked. Of course, I lewi lap. Hakuna lap. But so I think seeing what he did and how compassionate he was towards us, how he was like tukiwa wadogo, I understand how to transfer the same to my boy, because he's the one who's taught me how to be a man. So I'm praying that I also transfer the same skills to my boy and show him that being a man means you do a certain things here, a few things here and there. So I think budangu ye kukuwa present is one, and number 2, budangu wanakonga mkind sana. Even today he's so kind, he's just a nice person.
Okay. Do you ever worry about the kind of world your son is going to grow up? Umetaja hiyo story ya kupost ama
do I ever worry?
The kind of world.
Hey, of course. I pray for him a lot. I pray for my boy a lot, eh? And you know that, like, sa inaona nika ime go down kiasi. There's some movements that were being pushed down to kids, and for me, I'd want not. I don't know. You can't block some things. So I want to learn how to nimfundishe hizo vitu mtaani. Nimwambie, by the way, this is how it works. These are called drugs. This is what people use them for. I don't know, maybe tunaweza hata have conversation about sex, no?
That's true.
So such that you help control the narrative from your end, in as much as also pia there's not, you can't control him that much. So yes, I do worry about the kind of environment my son would grow up to. It's like ka leo nilikuwa nacheki artist fulani TikTok, Instagram akiperform. Alafu ni road show, so anaperform, alafu like venye anashika madem, alafu hapo hivyo mbele naona kulikuwa na watu wengi, tutoto wengi. Nikafeel kitu imenikasirisha, but nikajuza, mbona imekasirisha? I'm like, oh, maybe because I'm a parent, like you shouldn't be showing such things to them. So I think inafanya unakuwa more conscious of what you put out there, you know. And I don't know how much now you can protect them, because pia wataenda chuo.
I think tu niyo umesema you do, hiyo utamprepare. Utamwambia ziko. Because I remember the first time wetu aliona msee akivuta fegi, aliuliza babake kwani ule mtu anakula moto. You see, you can protect kwa nyumba, but the outside world ni kama hiyo roadshow, atazimit. Kwanza saa akienda shule, anazimit. Sasa akikam home niambiwe huku, kuko hivi, na kuna hizi, na kuna hii. But the outside world ni ngumu, itampata tu somewhere. But when he knows, akijua daddy aliniambianga hiko, lakini, I think.
I hope, because, so like, how did you guys deal with your story?
Moto.
Kula moto, kama acrobat.
Ilitushtua kwanza, ni tupose kwanza tufikirie. Iyo jibu tutamwambia aje juu ya aliona kukula moto. Because moshi inatoka. I can't remember Kenya aliambiwa, but pia kumwambia ukweli ni poa. Usimdanganye. So there are people who use that daddy. There are people who it is an any, like mwambie, because they'll later on come to understand. And if you keep on lying, they will know this is not the person to ask hizi maswali. Because ukimprotect sana umfiche, atakam tu kupatana nazo kuinje. Our ped has taught us that tukwe tuna discuss to their level. Not extreme, ati sijui no, to their level. Ameona moshi mwambie, ni hii na hii na hii.
Kuna wenye wanakulanga hii moto wakiwa stressed.
Na ikuwe ukweli. Ndo akienda akipata na ukweli ingine akikuletea, na wewe una advance ile yako. But kusikue na, nilikuambia ndio, usikuwe una retake always your statements like now you're...
It's a tricky one, because hata juzi nilikuwa najiuliza about music. Like, will I be the parents who control what they listen to? And then I'm also asking myself, I was asking myself, will you limit the kind of music he listens to? And then najiuliza, how effective is it kuilimit? Kwa sababu iko social media. Na pia huwezi kuwa ule mzazi wa usikue social media, usidu hivi. Me, I have not figured that part out. I don't know how you guys are doing it.
But I think I limit. Una limit, me like kwa gari naweza sikiza anything. Nikiwa solo. Nikiwa beba, sikuzi nasikiza saxophone. Yenye ina maneno. Juu squeeze hizo maneno ni mbaya. So kama nataka hizo za bongo ama nini nasikiza ikiwa just the beat. Because mnasikiza kitu mzuri unasikia word imerushwa hapo uko like, oh my god. Also I remember the last time tulienanga kinyozi. Kuna place you went, zile videos ziko pale wale wademo na dance. Ilibidambi tunaweza tu tuwekea tu ingine. Hizo za kisasa, but yenye inao mademo. Juu ako hivi. Na unajua huwezi mwambia asiwatch, unajua?
Na maybe unapata like that's the first time I may have such an encounter, because ajaona kitu kaya so ako shocked.
You don't want also to be talking about everything, which you have to talk about everything, but not all of it at once. Step by step by step.
But unampelekanga kinyozi?
Yes, so tulikuwa sisi wote. Si uenda sometimes sisi wote.
As a family?
because si uishikanisha na after church. Kinyozi after church inanga watu wengi. Si ni watu wa first service. So saa 4 kinyozi ina watu wengi.
Yeah.
So church.
Yeah.
Kwa nini umeniuliza hiyo story ya kinyozi?
Because of
Saa
my wife.
singiangi sana.
Ni sawa. Nijua my wife juzi, so we had to also shave him for the first time. Na wife alikuwa amejitoa kwa hiyo story mbaya sana. So I had to call a baba to come home. Kwa sababu pia kakio kadogo na nikapeleke huko nje, sijui atareactaje. Anaweza cause chaos kwa hiyo kinyozi atoke kaa tu amenyolewa ikuweka mohawk, unaona?
Okay, yeah, he's still young.
Yeah, he's still 9 months approaching 10, no?
Yeah, he's still young. So actually for our firstborn tuliba yako ka machine.
Mkajinyoa. You did it.
Tunaifanya tu venye tu itatokea, hakuna swaga hapo. Hapo ni kupunguza nywele.
Nile nilikuwa na imagine if I drop him at my mom's at the shosho. Naona hizo video TikTok umedrop mtoto wako na nywele kubwa.
Unakuja.
Alafu unapata msee kona.
Itakufanyikia tu one day.
Yeah, so I had to do it before it was done by the proper management.
Okay, what is that one most hilarious dad fail you've ever done so far?
A hilarious?
Dad fail.
Ooh, something that I was supposed to do
to you, baby. Like me, I know there's one time alivalisho once is upside down. Kichwa hapa ikakuja huko. Like mikono zikaenda kwa miguu.
Yeah, I've done that.
You've done that as well?
I've done that. I have...
diaper?
There was a time I almost forgot to put a diaper. Vitu funny venye to my wife Zoka crazy.
Unasawaje kuvalisha mtoi diaper?
Yeah, kind of shuka, you know, but for her she never misses. For me I struggle.
Unasawaje kuvalisha mtoi diaper?
Si nile tu tumeshatoa sasa unarudisha trawa alafu inakuhit, by the you need to do that. But that was like in the early stages of trying to figure this whole thing out. Another dad fail. I'm sure my wife has a diary full of them.
Yeah, a lot.
Let's continue. I'll remember one.
Okay. What kind of man do you hope your son someday becomes?
The kind of man?
Yeah.
Don't need to be a smart man. Man who adapts to different environments. I'd want him to be a man who finds solutions to things, whatever situation atakuwa nayo. I'd want him to be a compassionate man. Like empathetic, yani that's the word I'm looking for. Anaweza feel pain ya, like anaweza jieka in other people's shoes. Staki somebody who's so detached with reality. You know, the other day I was speaking to my friend and he was telling me that he would prefer to take his son to a public school, not because they can't do private, but because anataka mtoi akuwe a bit hardcore kiasi, like akuwe understand life,
the real world,
because you know at this stage unapata you get a baby hajaipanda mat. So hata alikuwa nembe the first time alipanda mat alikuwa anashanga, why does the conductor keep alighting? Why does he keep alighting at every point, you know? Why are we so many, you know?
In this car, and it's our car. Na ni matatu saa hiyo.
No, like unaona perspective yake ya life ni different sana
na unamhurumia.
Exactly. So I want to expose my baby, yes, like live a good life. Probably if I'm rich enough anaweza kuwa naenda holiday huko place anataka, but I also want them to know that kuna mathri wase upandia wapi mathri. Staki mtu yezi bonga na wase wa boda ama like, and I'm not saying this to demean wase wa boda, but nataka mse unaweza mtu mata shop na ana connect vizuri.
I love that you said anaweza find a solution. Anaweza succeed anywhere.
Exactly.
Akiwa na pesa ako sawa. Like in whatever life throws him, ataweza kuadapt.
Yeah, so I don't want him to be just so one-sided. You know, the kids who you're exposed to a different, a nice life, let me say, such that aujui kuna wase wishi this other side. There was a time tulikuwa tumeenda talk to one of these international schools, and one of my friends goes to that school. So alikuwa ananiambia aliwapelekanga siku fulani Buru. Like, wow, this the ghetto, you guys grew up poor.
Buru.
Like Buru
na
Buru.
Buru.
Hey, you know, like hawajaiona vitu kaa hiyo, so like karibu hata walie, unaona. So I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
detachment is a bit too much. So yes, they need to be exposed, but they also need to be exposed on both sides.
And I'm
of life.
happy you're saying it. I am like na feel nikai ni convo tunge have kando mahali. I'm happy you're saying it because most of us, especially us moms, wacha tuniongelee sisi wa mama. We feel like it's a cool thing. Well, maybe it is. Ebu niambieni, mi Celestine, mi sionangi okay. Sitaki wani quote vibaya. Let me look for better words.
Sema tu tutaedit.
Ni kama tutaedit ikikataa guys, but msitake vibaya. We feel like it's a cool thing mtu yukosa kujua Kiswahili. Na tunaishi Kenya. Our first language is tuko na Kiswahili.
Swahili, English.
Iende ya mama.
I want my son to know English, Kikuyu, then Kiswahili.
Sasa mi nataka ajue Kiswahili, English, Kikuyu, Kikamba na sahi French yenye anafunzwa shule. Because au ndo like hizo ndo roots. Sisemi lazima arudi kwa roots, but ni poa. Hata si uambia tu unajua kwenu roiro like hata jua kwenu. Mtu wa pikipiki pale akikuuliza usianze kusema ati aliniambia ati what
I'm looking for mommy daddy.
Mommy is called mom, pops. You know, no, like jua. Sisemi we are doing it the right way, but they're just things I would love.
For us, I was very clear, and I'm also grateful my wife is on the same page. English, Kikuyu, Kiswahili. The reason why also I was 50-50 about GCSE is because they don't do Swahili. But then I was also told
they're also doing Swahili now.
So I was told you can have it as an option. But that was enough reason for me kusema mi sioni akienda hii system true. Kama hata learn Kiswahili. Lazima learn Kenyan history, lazima learn Kiswahili, Kikuyu, lazima ende ocha kai huko na wase, you know. I remember how sisi tukiwa, although sisi si hata hatukote, we grew up in the ghetto. But bado kwenda ocha really helped Krisi. Because Krisi because una grow up ukijua Kikuyu poa, and it really helps you in this country, in the streets. Like there are places ukiongelesha tu mseki ama your mother tongue, automatically they help you. I remember That's one true. Time when I was first time nilianza kudrive kitambo 7 years ago, so bodaka ni chota hapo hivyo tao kavunja side mirror, then mzai fulani akakaa kuangalia what's happening, alafu nikamuongelesha tu Kikuyu. You know, kumbe akona duka ya spare parts River Road, akaingia hapo nikampeleka kwa hiyo duka akaniekea, give me a nice discount, we talked.
Nice.
So I'm not for people who say you should not know your mother tongue, and I judge all of you who don't know your mother tongue.
No, me I'm not judging.
No, me I judge.
Me I'm not judging. Maybe you have your own reasons. Maybe mtu yata si Mkenya. Maybe si Mkenya. Maybe tu ameka mkusoma so.
When ni Mkamba, ujui Kikamba, you should know.
No, me, by the way, to each their own. But I love that. Na pia kuna kitu ingine umesema, hiyo ya mtoi mwenye alipanda mata. I remember the first time Tugi alipandishwa na shosho yake, alikuwa so like excited. Hiyo kumpeleka kwa shosho. By the way, si umpeleka kwa shosho every day. Kama say holiday ni miezi 2. Wiki kama 4, mwezi kama 1. Ndio I understand the other side of life. Si ati home, ati sijui.
Ocha ni wapi?
Ocha ni Kagwe.
Neza kwa tena Ocha pia ni Runda Lenten.
Boy, guy. Mimi nimelelewa Gedho. Ocha ni Makueni na Kagwe. So akienda huko, ana understand. You know, huko bado kuna watoi. Soma. So I am blessed. Like hizi vitu unapatanga kwenda shule na school bus, huku wanatembea. Like for him to see the other world. I understand umebarikiwa tu. Everyone is not like you.
I'd love that. And pia place ingine mu notice you equalize wase sana pia yuko church. Because I remember so unatoka mtani tukahama church, tukaanza kwenda church fulani poa, ilikuwa ya mababi kiasi, ilikuwa Ngong Road. So that was the first time I interacted with kids from other better schools, you know. And I remember wakiniambia, oh, you know, this holiday we're gonna go to Egypt for a holiday. So in my mind mimi nilikuwa nasimu venye Kawangware kuna konga na Congo, maybe yuko hivyo Buru kuna place ingine inaitwa Egypt. Until akasema Cairo, you're gonna go to Egypt. Nadenge, you know.
Saizo wewe hata una passport.
But inakuwa place poa ku just neutralize people as well, because people of different culture, different classes, different everything. So I'd love that as well.
I know. I'm loving this discussion so much. Do you feel like the society puts enough emphasis on fatherhood as it does on motherhood?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because even when people especially when you look at a platform like X, when people really have this bad notion against single moms, the people talk ill about it. But in those conversations, no one ever talks about the dads who left, or the men who left, And I don't think people understand how important it is to have a dad. There's an age where kids get, and especially if he's a boy, he just wants to emulate everything the dad is doing.
That's true.
He wants to do every single thing to the T, And of course, in some circumstances, you can't control, things happen, life happens. But in areas where a father can be present, I think you should take up the responsibility, because maze utachange life ya mtoi in a way you don't even know. Because if ataki grow up ajue mzee wake alimuacha, that's normally the first scar akijua alisha rejectiwa na msee mwingine. So already unamwacha at a disadvantage. So if unafeel uko ready kufanya hizi vitu, please usihave mtoi.
There are other ways
usihave mtoi
to avoid having a baby. But if you're not ready.
Yeah, but if you got a baby, just try your best.
Yeah.
And I was told something by a therapist, Nyambura. We host her a lot on our show. And she said that kids don't even require you to buy them do the best things.
Expensive things.
They just want your presence.
Time.
They just want you to give them. Even if you buy them everything and you don't give them your time, they can fill the gap, But if you give them, just try your best to just show up for that kid.
How is it now that you've talked about presence? How are you trying to be present with all these responsibilities? Unatoka hapa unaenda shoot.
Yeah.
So how are you trying, you as Ben?
I try when I get home, I put my phone aside and it's just me and him, just chilling, man. I really try that.
Kwake.
And I've seen, nimeona effect, because mi nikifika home mtu kama ameshikwa na nani, lazima babake amchukue.
Wow.
Aizitikia kubebwa na msee mwingine. So there are times when I find myself using the phone and kwa hapo, and then like, okay, just put it for 20 minutes. Sometimes you'd be shocked even what 30 minutes would do.
That's true.
You don't need like
realize meno ilitoka wapi?
No.
Wait,
madhake anajuanga hizi vitu. Madhake hadi anajua wazazi wa watu wenye waendanga kuhang out na yeye. Ulijulia wapi, Yeah, ni house number nini. Okay. Yeah. So at least I think as a dad you need to put in more effort, because it's like, I think you guys are just built with it's like it comes naturally for you guys to do some things. So nimenotice na make a huge change. So I'd want to be present. I'd want to have a good relationship with him. Yeah.
Oh wow, I love that. So maybe now that it's Father's Day on Saturday, on Sunday, what would you love? Upatiwe mtoto ushinde na hiyo siku.
Need a gift.
Like what you sister by the way, I'm asking this on behalf of many other women out there, because we don't know what to give you guys. Hamtaki mshipi, hamtaki socks, hamtaki boxer, hamtaki viatu. So what do we do? Tumebai miguu za gari. Taya tumebai.
Hey.
Like mulitupea taya.
Yeah.
Mkatupea insurance ama what? So what do we do now?
Service, cologne zamenu kwa expert.
Okay. Sahi mtu yako sawa na cologne?
Sahi yako sawa. Sahi anapakangwa sunscreen za zingine. Sahi kako sawa. Kakizaliwa nilitesa watu.
So what?
I'd say cologne. Mi nataka kutoanisha wife anibaye. Kuna some outfits I had seen.
This is for Wanjiru. Mwongelesha na ile kamera.
Yeah, Wanjiru, just the fits that I sent you. Nilikuwa nataka subscription flani hapo ya PS5, but alisema ni pesa mob. Na akasema pia, like, I only car PS5 ni kitu serious for a grown man, so I guess I'll just have to save up and buy for myself. But yeah, cologne, outfits, nice shoes.
Lunch, maybe?
Yeah, lunch ya kupewa hiyo gift yenye umebaiwa.
Okay. Mnasemanga si ndio tuko na demands.
Tulishajua value.
Thank you so much,
Umepangia Timo?
Where?
Ama ni mdie mkando Utataka kufuata Instagram stories. We will be watching and I want all of you to watch.
Tulishasema even if we get that gift, we are not posting. So ikuje isikuje.
Okay, we don't want you to post. But Njugusha tuombe tu kama ako sawa. Afanye tu peace sign just like this. We will know amepatiwa kitu poa. That's all we want to know.
So anyway, thank you so much, Ben. Parting shot to fathers.
Imeisha.
Ni fupi.
No, I just loved the conversation so much.
Hata mi nimeenjoy. Hata niambie, talk to your dads, like young dads.
Yeah.
Just tell them something this Father's Day.
Man,
and especially the young dads.
The new
wenye
ones,
wako na ball sahi, wamechanganyikiwa yao yote judem, msupa ako na ball. Wako like aka kamtu kana kam, nianzie wapi.
Wow, I know that's can be stressful, but I'll tell you this, which is ni cliche wase wamesema sana, but believe me, mtoi akikam kwa hii world, God anakuanga na plan hiyo mtoi. Hiyo ni stuff wase maybe trivialize, but God akona plan hiyo mtoi. So we just do the best that you can. Hustle to the best of your ability, but God is gonna bless you so much. Just show up, be there for the family. Your presence means so much to them. So don't worry, watoi pia ni wa God. You know, when I remember when the baby was born, nilikuwa naogopa kufanya kitu, alali vibaya, akose kubreathe, you know, like usiku unaenda hapo unashinda ukifanya hivi mkono kama ana breathe kama mchawi, you know. But you learn that ni Mungu waeka juu yeye ni God ndio amemleta kwa hii world. So just do your part by just being there. Everything will be okay, and I pray for more doors to open, especially for the gentlemen. I know when doors close, especially financial doors, it really affects men and especially fathers. But just try your best, and just your presence is number one. Then God will provide the rest. Yeah.
I love everything that you're saying. I'm just here.
Yeah.
Wishing Kimani was here angekuwa zile za osho niwe osho.
But Kimani pia ni legend. Mazinaonanga napendanga venye anapelekanga watoi kwa farm a lot of times, venye wanafanya hizo vitu hadi kuchunga dogi.
Umesema hiyo yenye the little things they will emulate.
Oh yeah.
Do you know team akitravel kiti yake ya kukulia dining inakwanga ya tugi.
Oh really?
Like I'll sit on daddy's seat as little as that and feed the dogs. Like anataka kuingia kwa hiyo kiatu ya daddy. I am going to do everything that daddy does. So even without you telling them do it, anataka leo kusikia. Daddy alisema when he's not around, I am the man of the house.
So it's so cute. I see it with even my friends. I see it with my Pasi, for example. The boy loves doing everything the dad is doing. Hata kwenda church mapema Sunday, lazima atoke na baba yake. Because of how much he's connected. And unaangalia udu vitu unaona yani, this boy just wants to become like you. He's a smaller you either way. So it's a beautiful scene.
And from us the moms now, when we see such, we are like, we are very happy. Me, the first thing I told God when mtoto wangu alitokanga tu theater, doka akinionyesha kwa uso, nikamwambia aki may he grow up to be like his dad. Juu akikuwa kama huyo ako sawa.
The legend.
Like you see, when you know, like kama huyo Pasi, I'm sure the wife will be, huyo mtu atakuwa anapeleka watoto wake church hivyo. Like hata fall off, hata hizo two steps. Hizo two steps. So
it's beautiful.
To all the dads out there, we love you so much. Ni venye I give women flowers, but sasa ulisema shatumia Wanjiro nguo luku. Sasa wewe singekuletea luku jisijui size. Maua hamtaki. Voucher nitakuona hapo kando.
But sawa, thanks for having me.
So to all the dads, we love you. We appreciate you. To all the father figures, we love you so much, because some of us have uncles who taking up that role. Our friends. We love you so much. We appreciate you. You guys are very important in this society. Tunasemanga saa zingine, hey, tunaweza piga hey, what a man can do, a woman. But deep down, guys, we know, we like what you the things you guys do, anyway, we appreciate. As simple as changing this bulb. Nitaitana huko, na mimi nimefanya tech.
Wife yangu atajui hizo vitu
zo fix. Mimi najua kuweka bulb, but kukiwa na mtu, kwa nini niweke? Why even bother?
Hata kuna siku wife alienda kwa petrol station akaniuliza, hiyo kitu ya tanki inakuanga side gani? Unajua hiyo gari hata ukiangalia nje utaiona, you know.
Hata imekupointia hivi. So happy Father's Day, Ben, and thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for
and you're
having
doing
me,
a good job.
Thank you.
I'm sure nitakuhost na hivi kijana akiwa teen.
I'd love
I will
to come
host
back.
you to preview preview. Then to fast forward. But thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. God bless you and your family. You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Salimia Jugush sana.
Pia wesalimia familia sana.
I
na
will.
Mbarikiwe sana. And guys, to all our viewers, thank you so much. Please remember to text your dad. Ka mpesa kakumshtua. Unajua wajuangi kujibu ile na emotions. So msukumie tu ka mpesa. Ka hapo ka ni what? Ka bank message akunywe kasupu leo ama jiburudishe venye angependa. Okay, see you next time for another episode. Bye bye.